So there we go, guys. Nice fresh MOT. Look at some lovely bikes. Free tea, coffee, cold drinks, water. They look after you in there, considering they're not making a great deal on an MOT, are they? Super duper. And they didn't mind my exhausts. Which I was a little bit nervy about, I've got to be honest. Shame the burger van wasn't open. But yeah, Triumph West London. I believe they used to be Jack Lilly's over at Laleham. In fact, I know they were. And then Hind took the reins for some reason. So, 2,500 miles we're on. And I picked this bike up with 1,500 miles on it. So I've done 1,000 miles. Just under 2 months. And it had done 1,500 miles in the previous 15 years. So at least the old girl's getting some use now. Come on, buddy, you alright? So, where are we going to go? Nowhere in particular. We're just heading down along the River Thames here at Shepperton. Just a lot of fishing around here. A couple of lakes, a lot of fishing on the River Thames. Actually, little fun fact, who remembers Edward Woodward? The old guy, the Equalizer. He used to live just here, and he's got river access on the other side, like a little garden. And yeah, he used to let a couple of us fish out of there many moons ago. I mean, I don't know how convincing he really was as the Equalizer, because he must have been in his 60s. And you could have probably knocked him over with a wet newspaper in all realistic terms, but yeah, nice old fella. So have a little jaunt over Walton Bridge, I think. And head back up the other side of the Thames. Wow, there's a little tiny baby horse in that field that's about the size of a Labrador. Tiny. I forgot to plug the music in. Nope. Walton Bridge, which I don't think is more than about 10 or 12 years old, if memory serves me right, but absolutely filthy looking, horrible, dirty, needs someone up there with a jet wash and a pot of paint by the look of it. Who decided to make it cream? But yeah, it looks an absolute state already. quite busy out today, a lot of people down here. Absolute masses of geese. Let's have a little run over the island. Desborough Island. No fly tipping. No fly tipping. Isn't it depressing that they have to put a sign up to tell people not to fly tip? Unbelievable. Yeah, we used to fish just here on the river. But another little interesting fact, this lovely old building here was an old pump house, I believe, something to do with the reservoirs that are all along the river here. And back in the day, Kate Winslet used to live there. Kate Winslet of Titanic fame. Not anymore, don't worry, I didn't just dox her. She moved years and years ago. Probably when all that Titanic wonga started rolling in. But yeah, this is like a long island that was split off as a man-made channel. Oh, gravel. A man-made channel that straight lines the Thames instead of it weaving, zigzagging around on that side. I mean, I don't know how much time that actually saved a boat or a barge back in the day, but it must have been worth doing at the time, I guess. Another little thing, it used to come shooting down here. Might have passed it actually, I'm not sure. When I was a teenager. Yeah, I passed it. Behind it was a landfill site where they must have brought stuff out of town on the barges or wherever and dumped it there, out of sight, out of mind. But it was full of old bottles. Do you remember those old bottles that had like a glass stopper in them, like a marble inside? There were stacks and stacks of them down there. Actually, I watch a guy occasionally on YouTube who goes, I think they call it mudlarking, on the river and on the Thames in London when the tide's gone out. Because everything past, is it Teddington, is tidal. That everyone's seen downstream of Teddington is tidal. So when the tide goes out, they go and explore on the banks, looking for old stuff, pipes, old clay pipes, bottles, bits and pieces, old tiles, plates. It's amazing what they find. But yeah, if he was to go down there, he would have an absolute field day. There were stacks of them. Probably all sorts of other interesting items as well, but I just remember those bottles. So here we are, heading into Weybridge and some roadworks, minus the works part of that, obviously, just the traffic lights. Weybridge High Street just coming in. Oh, clouds don't look too friendly up there. I'm going to head back towards my place, I think. Many a Friday, Saturday night spent staggering up and down this road, that's for sure. Used to get a little Sunday night rave in the Ship Hotel over there. Started a pub crawl in the Slug and Lettuce here, which has gone. Well, it's now a lighting shop. I wouldn't want their electric bill. There's about 1,000 light bulbs lit up in there. And another little boozer down here on the corner. So I forget what that was called because it changed names a couple of times. And eventually end up at the far end of town. And a little nightclub. And all I can say is, I was very, very drunk. Bank gone. Oh, pub gone. Lloyd's Bank gone. Oh my life, is there anything left down here? Wow. God, the Weybridge Town Hall thing's gone as well, all boarded up there. What does it say about a place when half the high street's boarded up? Just sets the tone, doesn't it? It's like a empty shops, Sullivan's Wine Bar. It's no longer Sullivan's Wine Bar. Oh, burst water main. But it's a hosepipe ban, remember? So yeah, all these boarded up shops in a high street just sets the tone, doesn't it, for the whole area. The start of the decay sets in, and then nobody wants to rent the shop next door to a boarded up shop, and then it has that snowball effect. And then all you're left with is betting shops and charity shops and fried chicken shops. I actually didn't mean to come this way because I'm heading towards the grey again, so that might prove to be a mistake. It's because I mentioned this little nightclub up here, I think my brain just automatically took me there. Many a fun evening was spent in there. Oh my life. That's boarded up as well. Wow. Okay, there's no point in going any further because that looks like just traffic galore. Wow. Nothing stays the same very long, does it? Nothing stays the same. Bridge House Bar Cafe. You see that? Gone. This is an ex-bar. This bar has ceased to be. Like everything else by the look of it. Wowza. And that's only a few short years that I haven't been down that high street. All the banks have vanished, all the pubs have vanished. Just in, what, 3 years? Less than 3 years since I've been down that road. Istanbul Barbers, vape shop, tanning salon. What's this klutz doing? Boarded up shop. I don't know what your game is, mate. What is it about? Charity shop. Betting shop. Betting shop. Nail bar. Another nail bar next to a nail bar. Another barber's. Mobile phone and vape shop. Charity shop. Unbelievable. Charity shop. Nail bar. And everything in between those was takeaway food shops. No wonder people just do everything online these days. I searched that entire high street the other day from top to bottom. Couldn't buy a packet of zip ties anywhere. The hardware shop, the big Tesco's, everywhere. Couldn't buy a packet of zip ties or cable ties. But bop 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 bop. So there we have it. Home sweet home, and I didn't get rained on, so that's a bonus. Right guys, anyway, if you like some old dude just waffling on about nothing in particular, riding about on a bike, consider it in the old doobly-doo subscribe button down there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.